In today's YouTube video, I'm going to show you guys how to get a delayed super press animation that cannot be beaten by the short out elite ability. This is going to be something that you guys can use to annihilate solo receivers out of formations like bunch, and it is a very, very good tip. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Zay from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm very excited to be breaking down something that is going to neutralize solo receivers. So you guys obviously know that a lot of players, when they have a one receiver to the backside, they really are looking for man press and the presence of no deep half over the top to get a free short out elite lob. So let's go ahead and put ourselves in that mindset real quickly. We're going to put ourselves in a little bit of a press alignment. And I'm just going to take my short out elite, Justin Jefferson, against a press coverage corner in Richard Sherman. And we know that the short out elite is going to get a super win off the release, and people can lob this outside and rack it down the field for a touchdown. And this has existed for several months now to help alleviate the pain points of the man coverage meta that existed earlier on in the year. Now, what we're gonna go ahead and do here in this video is we are going to give the illusion of man press and bait our opponents into lob interceptions, as well as running routes that they think beat man-to-man, but actually don't because we're not in man-to-man. And we call this the delayed super press. Now, for this to work, what you're going to want to do is set your auto alignment to default, and you're going to want to set your zone coverage to match. It's a constant with us here on the channel. I know you guys ought to just know from now that I use match for everything. And when you do this, this is going to activate the ability for you to utilize the delayed super press animations on solo receivers. Now, the trick that I'm going to show you guys right here is you guys are going to want to call this out of a Tampa 2, preferably, because the alignment of a DB in Tampa 2 is about 5 to 7 yards off the ball, and they're actually going to play a press animation that far downfield. It's actually incredible. So let's go ahead and show you exactly what I mean here. So I'm going to call the nickel 3-3 Tampa 2, and we are going to work against that little solo receiver. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the illusion that there is no deep safety over the top. Maybe I walk this guy down, whatever it is I want to do. I want to give them the impression that it's one-on-one deep down the outside. And you're going to note that what I'm doing here with Sherman is I'm putting him into an outside third. Now, right here, I've also closed center field by rotating my safety into a middle third. If you want to, you could go ahead and put this player into the flat. That way you have a flat defender if they throw the ball quickly to the running back. And you can lurk with your middle linebacker on this particular play if you wish. I would prefer putting a safety in at this position or running a defense where that is possible. Now, before I show you this super press animation, if you guys could do me a quick favor, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment below to help push this video out in the algorithm. And if you guys want more of this type of content, head over to gridirongameplans.gg, where my customers have known this for quite a while now, as well as a litany of other great coverage tips, tricks, and tutorials. Also pressures, offensive and defensive game plans, weekly vault updates, keeping you on top of the meta, and lab sessions every week, all included for the low price of $9.95 a month. Go check it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you here. We're gonna put Justin Jefferson on a streak, and I want you to watch what happens here. When we snap this ball, you notice that he gets about 5-7 yards into that route, and then Richard Sherman presses him. And you see that he doesn't get a short out win animation like the one that we got against the man-to-man coverage. Now, this is super important because to the naked eye, this is going to look like some sort of cover 1 or cover 0 type play where we are getting a man-to-man press on this solo receiver. And they're going to probably be looking or anticipating the short out elite to light up and be able to lob this throw. So a natural type of inclination would be for us to set up a streak. Okay, they're pressing us, right? True, but it's not man press. So what a lot of players will do is they'll say, okay, well, I just know that at the top of this release, I know he's gonna light up and get a speed boost. So there's the press now, and I go up to throw that, and there's no beat press animation and no speed boost and no completion downfield. In fact, you're going to turn the ball over, which is really, really interesting. Now, one thing a lot of players will do when they think they've got a man-to-man setup is they will run C routes, and rightfully so. This is one of the better man-to-man beating routes in Madden, and it has been all year long. But here's the thing, outside thirds are one of the best counters for C routes in this game. So if somebody thinks they're dealing with a man-to-man press situation, they are very, very likely gonna go to an outside third. Well, here's the thing, we're not in man-to-man. So we're running this delayed little press animation, and they go to think C route will get open against that, right? Well, no, it's not. In fact, that C route is going to run right into the outside third. There's no chance for them to throw that at all. So the two most popular ways that people are going to attack you when they see this press mechanic on the outside are actually shut down by the press mechanic itself because it's not man-to-man press. So this is a really, really good way of neutralizing a solo receiver in formations such as bunch, which are very, very popular. What would be the way to attack this if you guys are facing someone that is super pressing you with a delayed press animation on a solo receiver? Well, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is probably to not make them be a solo receiver. So when we're dealing with somebody that's running this, all you really have to do is motion across a second option. You see right there, it moved that corner. But even if it didn't move that corner, let's go ahead and put Richard Sherman back down in that press alignment so he doesn't bail. We're just gonna leave him right about 5 yards. I want you to see what a presence of a second receiving option does to this particular approach. You'll see that I'll put him on a streak, and that because there are two players that side, that outside third cannot get caught up in pressing, and he has to bail. Now we use that streak as a runoff route, and we throw the corner out to the short side of the field, and we pick up an easy first down. So that is a real simple way of dealing with it. Don't leave a solo receiver if somebody is neutralizing your solo guy like that. Bring somebody over via motion or call a spread set altogether that has two receivers by default in your alignment. But that is today's video, guys. The delayed super press win mechanic against solo receivers. Really good against bunch type formations. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. If you guys are fiending for more, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Check out all of the other content we've got here for you guys to help you improve at Madden 23, or head over to my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg, for even more high-level content than what you see here on the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you guys right back here later this afternoon with our next YouTube short, or tomorrow with our next video update. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.